I see you don't let anything get in your way either. I think this is the house
So,
Dr. Rossman told us about.
This is all of us.
We're all that's left. There's so many of us running through the caverns. Someone else must have made it.
I didn't see anyone else after we took out the turrets. I think the Enclave got them.
Well, those freaks outside, who the hell were they? Looks like they were kicking the Enclave's ass.
It seems our companions have finally settled down. Hopefully they'll get some rest before moving on. We need to travel light and get them to safety before moving on. The Enclave remnants and raiders will both be looking for survivors. The best we can do for them is reach Union City and wish them luck from there. I'd rather travel alone. Groups attract attention. I have a feeling they didn't live through the winter. I'd check out back and see what you can find in the garden. If the soil is tilled, then they've left recently. Just one. Find any food and water left in the cellar and distribute it to our companions. They need it as much as you do. And lastly, if you haven't found a suitable change of clothes, you should scavenge what you can. Any one of us still wearing a vault suit gives away our origin. That may not be in our best interest as we meet strangers along the road. The clockwork mind on your arm to them just looks like magic. Very few will understand its origin, except as black magic of the old gods. Only a few generals and businessmen may ever have any idea what it really is. We should try to avoid them. There's a legend of a small device like ours, one that can fit in the palm of your hand. If you find one, you should use it to hide your origin.
Let me take stock of our situation. Then we'll talk.
We'll talk when we get settled. Just give me a minute.
I just want to sit here for a while.
Good. Hey, Eric and I were discussing our plans for the future. Where to go from here. Of course, we're with you. Though, I think we could all use some rest before we go any further.
That was a good speech. Better than what I could do. I feel a little better knowing one of us can actually lead. Thanks.
Hey, thank you for saving me in the vault. I really appreciate the way you treated me back there. I would have just stayed down in that room until... well, I'd be dead if not for you. Thank you. Yeah, I suppose I can help that way. I just need to get some sleep. I'm sure you do too.
I see you don't let anything get in your way. It seems our companions have finally settled down. Hopefully they'll get some rest before moving on. Add another tragedy to the list. I read their notes. You can find them on the shelves in the bedroom. It seems they were being tracked by an invisible demon. Eventually it found them here. They fought it, but Catherine didn't survive. The old man decided it was best to bury her here and set off to try and find it to take revenge. It said he travels light and assumes he'll never return. The damage to this house is from a weapon the demon used. I doubt with that kind of firepower it needs their supplies, which is why we found them here. Agreed. I doubt the demon will return to hunt us, but if it does, we should be ready. We should set traps outside tonight to be on the safe side. There are mines in the cellar. You may want to place them. After that, you should get some rest. You haven't recovered from your fatigue yet. It gets worse the longer you stay awake. Good. We'll need this kind of magic to fend off the demons of this land. Set them along the road and in that stand of trees along the cliff. If a creature of the night... To us, science is magic. You tamper with atoms and machines. We conjure the spirit of the flame and metal. What is the difference beyond the methods? Good. May their flames sear the flesh of our enemies. You should head to bed if everything else